Okay. This is a Spanish chicken dish for Cora. She wants the recipe, so I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you need the ingredients at some point, then I'll get them to you. These are the ingredients. I've got adobo, which you don't absolutely have to have. But you need this, sofrito. You need recadito. And you need a sauce. This is a Goya Spanish sauce. I usually put in 2 regular cans and 1 hot to give it a little bit of a kick. And then sazon. I use the cilantro and achote and azafran. So you can see what those are. And I usually put 2 envelopes of each in. I've got 12 pieces of chicken. I'm using thighs, but you can use legs. You can use wings, you can use anything you want. The thighs have a little bit of skin on them, so I cut some of that off. You can use skinless if you want, it doesn't matter. What I usually do is I start the oven, start the stove. Okay. Get the stove to start. Usually put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, not a lot. The pan get a little hot. And I put the pieces of chicken in. Nice big meaty things. So a lot of times the skin will fall off when you cook it, but my family doesn't like the skin. I like the skin. Really shouldn't eat it, but it's really good. This is kind of an average batch. It works really good with drumsticks too. Started a little bit. Start to brown a little on the bottom, and then what I usually do is use the sazon. And just kind of spread it on the chicken. So it has a really red color to it, and it's stained, so don't wear a white shirt. It's very flavorful. So I try to cover the chicken with it before I put it in the sauce, so each piece has some of it on there. Turn the chicken around, get the other sides. Turn it again. Do the other envelopes. Quick turn. The last one. You probably can't hear it, but it's starting to cook a little bit. You can see once all the sazon is on there, it really colors the chicken. So each piece has some of the spice on it. Just gonna let that sizzle a little bit. I usually like to use fresh chicken because when you freeze chicken, you re-thaw it out again. It gets a little tough sometimes, so I try to use just the fresh chicken.
Yeah.
It just comes out better. In the end, it comes out nice and moist. All right. Now that's that in, what I do, I usually quarter an onion.
No, you don't.
quarter?
What?
An onion in quarters?
Yeah. It's just not based on academics. No.
Mixed in there, it's still going.
I don't remember. It was like I had to like write a paragraph or an
Alright, then it's these things, the sofrito and the recadito. Now these things you could put a half a bottle in, but I usually put more of this and less sauce. The sauce is where it's at. I mean, I've had people say that I put the whole bottle. They say that even without the chicken, they'll take the sauce on bread. So what I usually do is empty both bottles in. In order to get it all, put a little water in the jar. Get every little bit out of it. Okay. Get that mixed up. Right now it's still on pretty high heat just to get it going. So that's that. That's these two things. Put a little bit of adobo in there. Adobo is just an all-purpose spice. You can get it with salt, with pepper, or without pepper. Or if you can't get it, I'll end up getting you some and shipping some over to you. And this is just a Spanish sauce. Okay, 2 cans. That's the hot one. The hot isn't really hot. It just gives you a little bit of a tang of heat to it.
What? Yes, it's making it right now. Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, it's that easy. A lot of times this is pretty thick. I don't know if you can see that, but I may add a little bit more water. It's going to cook for about an hour. So a lot of times I'll take the cans and just flush out the sauce that's in the cans. That adds that little bit extra fluid in there. Like I said, after this is all done, all the chicken's gone, people just will eat it for the sauce. The sauce is just really very tasty for all these spices. Okay. Now you want to make this an authentic flavor to it, which I don't always do. Sometimes I will, not often though. Is you add some olives with pimentos in it, and that flavor kind of changes the flavor of the whole thing. So if you like that kind of flavor, it's a good thing to put in. But I haven't got my family used to that, so I don't put it in. All right, so it's just really a blend of the ingredients. I'll show you. This is what it looks like now. What I'm going to do is get this coming to a slow boil, and then I'm going to add the, I cut about 4 potatoes and 3 or 4 carrots, and I put them in usually in the beginning because it takes them a while for them to cook, and when they're done, they soak in all the sauce, and they're really delicious, and they're soft and mealy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this now, and then I'll come back when it's finished and I'll show you the rest.